Hosiery and traditional Māori art don't usually mix, but a whānau company, Iwi Creations, is trying to prove it's not only possible, it could be a good money spinner too. Carmen Parahi with this story.
Hey, I can be the answer. I'm ready to dance when the vamp up. Then when I hit that dip, get your camera. You can see.
If you're a start-up Māori fashion business, New Zealand Fashion Week is where you need to be seen. But if you can't get on the catwalk, there's another cheeky way to show off your product.
I wore them so that I could advertise our product.
Wear it yourself in the crowd.
This is an ideal place for buyers to see your product.
Leilani Rickard's already planning how she can get her Iwi Creations stockings on show next year.
Because I've got so many other ideas with our stockings.
It all started from an idea.
Kia ora. Come in and
Far from the bright lights, glitz and glamour of fashion shows, Iwi Creations, like all good New Zealand business stories, starts in the garage at home in Lake Rosuiti.
I always love looking at people's mokos on their hands and legs and things, but yeah, not for me. I don't ever want to, have one myself, so I thought there's got to be a way you can have them. And then it came to me, I thought, stockings, that's what you can do stockings.
Leilani's a well-known weaver and used this space to weave and show off her woven garments. Now at Stockings HQ, the sales room, storehouse, and where she gets her grandchildren to help fill orders.
I think that they rock. Yeah, it's just because they're really unique and it's kind of like art. That's how I perceive it. Just because most of these patterns on the stockings are only used on carvings.
They're unashamedly Māori.
Leilani's brother, master carver Lionel Grant, and his partner Pania were also sold on the idea and are co-directors of Iwi Creations, a whānau business. Lionel's core Wi-Fi computer designs enabled the manufacturer to weave the patterns into the fabric.
So with these, it was that the patterns be heke-like, hekerangi are the rafters in the house, and they're essentially long and cylindrical. So the leg is very similar, so the patterns adapt quite nicely, the heke patterns adapt quite nicely, so it's an obvious fit.
These unique carving designs are a selling point for the company.
And thus they have a pedigree and they have a whakapapa, they have a credence, they have a value, they have a mana. And the fact that they're being applied in a modernistic way should actually give that product something more.
The company's celebrating its first year in business. Although they've sold nearly 3,000 pairs, it hasn't paid dividends just yet, digging into their own pockets for start-up capital.
At the moment we're breaking even. From now on we should be looking at making some money and being able to maybe pay ourselves maybe a small wage, because up till now we haven't done that.
Most of Iwi Creation sales are online, but since Leilani started cold selling the product to stockists around the country, sales have increased through bulk orders.
There's actually nothing more powerful than fronting, being the face of your business.
Leilani walked into Leanne Mulcahy's Rotorua shop hoping to sell some product. It paid off, and the two businesswomen have developed a strong working relationship.
It's a great concept and a great story to be able to tell our clients that these are actually made locally.
But Leilani admits it's a hard road to success.
You can only do so much just on a wing and a prayer, so you've got to go and find somebody that can guide you in the right directions.
Iwi Creations has approached a number of business and fashion specialists for help in the past 12 months.
They've got a great business idea, but we really need to decide, is it a hobby or are you really in business?
They were referred to Kim Hill, a Te Puni Kōkiri business mentor.
Leilani's particularly passionate, but you've obviously got to pull in the business basics, the business knowledge, and a team around you to make it happen. We can have the best business plan, the best product, but if we don't know how to brand it and take it to the market and sell it and get the buyers, we don't actually have a business because we don't have clients. So it's really, really critical that you know your target market and who they are.
While more than half of all small businesses fail, there is a payoff for the 10% of the Māori who are self-employed. They're more likely than wage earners to make over $50,000 a year, double the average Māori income. Lionel admits it's a struggle trying to make a buck from his traditional work.
You continuously wrestle with that, with what we do, because our tradition dictates that artisans were servants of the people, and so we continuously get pressured to do things that don't actually turn a dollar. So it would be nice to think that if these have the right integrity, they have the right pedigree, that will carry the day, and if they are a hot item that sell, well, it's because of their integrity that sells them, and that's got to be the bottom line as far as I'm concerned.
The best Māori fashion designers are selected to show off their products here at Miro Mora during New Zealand Fashion Week. Co-founder Atate Kanawa supports commercialising Māori designs, but is aware others don't agree.
That attitude has to change. It's not a foreign concept, for goodness sake. We were like trading way back, and then everyone got precious in between. Yeah, I'm not going to mince my words. We want our fashion designers to make money.
And making money is the next step for Iwi Creations. The company has plans to expand to Australia, but in the meantime will continue ensuring its small steps are heading in the right direction.
When the bright lights and the glamour has been switched off, and that's when the real hard graft starts.